Welcome back to the channel, guys. So super exciting stuff. We are continuing on with the horror haul series that I've been doing. Finally got a chance to get over to my buddy's storage unit. If you guys remember in the last couple of videos I put up, my buddy had came across a huge amount of horror collectibles, films, posters, original DVDs, action figures, you name it. It's just, there's so much stuff to go through, and we're not even hit the tip of the iceberg with what we've got. But we did make a large purchase, and we got quite a large haul all behind me here. We're gonna have to split it up into multiple videos because I'd be talking for an hour or more just about all the stuff that I got. So we're gonna break it up into a couple different parts. We'll start each of the parts off with talking about some of the films that we picked up, and then we'll rotate into some of the collectibles, the action figures, the statues, things of that nature. Super exciting stuff. This is like the crazy story. So if you guys don't remember, what happened was a buddy of mine came across a collector from overseas that he was trying to help out, and things didn't work out, and he ended up getting stuck with an entire storage unit full of collectibles, horror collectibles, action figures, and all that type of stuff. And now he's tasked with getting rid of it, and he's giving me first dibs on it instead of just giving it to a reseller, which thank you so much to my boy for that. I really appreciate it. It gives me an opportunity to really ramp up my collection. I've been collecting for years, and the collection just continuously growing, but it's never ending. There's so much stuff out there, so many different series, so many different makers. So we're trying to hone into the couple different series that I've been collecting over the years to try and get those complete. And then obviously the films is just the sky's the limit with the films. There's so many obscure horror films, AAA titles. There's so much stuff out there. Steel books, DVDs, Blu-rays, collector's editions. There's so much stuff. Yeah, I was over at that storage unit for over an hour today, just digging through stuff, and we got some really cool stuff. I want to go over a couple of things. We'll start with the films. So the first in the series of this film is probably in my top 3 horror films of all time. I love this movie. If you haven't seen this movie, this is a movie that you absolutely must watch. If you're a horror fan, you can't go wrong. This is the Steelbook Demons. Unbelievable movie. If you guys haven't seen Demons, I highly suggest checking it out. This is the Steelbook. I have multiple versions of this film. I have another version of Steelbook. I don't think I have this exact one, but it really doesn't matter. It holds a special spot in my heart. I'll buy this movie over and over again. Every edition they come out with, I buy it. Fantastic film. Top 3, in the top 3 for me. I go back and forth between Texas Chainsaw Massacre from 1974 and Demons. They go back and forth, first and second, and then you could sprinkle in, probably the Evil Dead 2 is probably up there in my top 3, but I don't lock them in because I go back and forth. Following up, that is the second version, Demons 2. This is also Steelbook. Awesome addition to the collection. Demons 2 was okay. I liked it. It's definitely not as good as the first. Demons 2 is cool. I do watch it, and I do have multiple versions of that film as well. It's okay. It's not fantastic, but definitely, if you're a fan of that type of film, worth checking out for sure. Moving on, what are we going to go with next? So this I had to grab. I have multiple versions of this. This is the 10th anniversary collector's edition. Best film in the franchise as far as I'm concerned. The original Strangers. Absolute banger. Most of you people have seen this. If you haven't, I mean, what are you doing? You got to go check this out. When this came out, I saw this in the theater. Blew me away. Awesome movie. The other movies in the film are good. Nowhere near as good as the original. The original just absolutely blows them all out of the water. Fantastic. Let's go to a little bit more obscure stuff. If you like Argento, Dario Argento, to me, is at the top of the list, the very top of the list of horror filmmakers. Tenebrae, awesome film. This is the Steelbook. I did not have the Steelbook for this film. I have the regular, I think I have the original DVD. Tenebrae is also another amazing film if you like the Italian stuff. Some people can't stomach the Italian stuff. I like it, but I've been accused, you know, of people in my life of watching what they call crappy movies, but I can throw a B movie on, especially B horror, and just have a blast with it. This thing, I saw this in the box and I had to grab this. I have a similar set from the original Creepshow. This is Creepshow 2. This is an Arrow video release. You guys all know I love Arrow. My Arrow collection is growing. And I always look for those sales. Like right now, Barnes & Noble is doing a 50% off sale on Arrow video. So if you're an Arrow video fan, the whole month of August, they're doing that 50% off. So this thing's cool. It's comes with an artwork book. The artwork is pretty cool. You know, it's the whole after all the stories in the film. Super cool for the collection. I mean, Arrow does it right. Awesome artwork. Sick looking disc. This one I don't think is 4K. I don't believe. No, 2K, but still doesn't matter. With the older films, I mean, I'm trying to get my 4K collection to be massive, but honestly, the older films, I think they're actually better in that, you know, that grainier format. I think I prefer it at least. So Creepshow 2, sick edition. Now this, just one of the best films, as far as I'm concerned, for me. Steelbook, John Carpenter's Escape from New York. Snake Plissken? Come on. What do you know about Snake Plissken? Escape from New York, absolute banger. I mean, it's one of my favorite films of all time. Steelbook, how can I turn that down? This is a Scream Factory release. I have multiple versions of that film as well, but I don't have that Steelbook, so that's an awesome addition. So now we're gonna move on to the action figures. Like I said, I'm gonna have to break all the films up and all the action figures and the statues and stuff into multiple different videos because it's just too much. But we're gonna start. Let's start with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre stuff because if you're a Chainsaw fan, this coming, I believe it's August 18th, one night only in theaters across the country, a 4K remaster of the original 1974 Texas Chainsaw Massacre in theaters, one night only. Of course, I have tickets, and of course, I'm going because it's my favorite film of all time. To get the opportunity to see this on the big screen, I wasn't even born when the film came out. You know, I was born a few years later, but to get this chance to go see this, I'm so excited. I'm like a kid in a candy store. I couldn't even be any more excited. Like, I'm so pumped for the 18th. So let's go over some of the action figures we got. So this is a NECA. This is from Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. I love Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. If you guys haven't seen the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, it's a goofy movie. But it is a serious Texas Chainsaw movie, but it's kind of goofy, but I like it. I mean, this is the one with him in the suit. I could just hear him squealing just looking at this. So that's an awesome addition to the collection. I'm happy about that. Next, we've got the Leatherface from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I think this was the 2006 film, I think. This wasn't from the 03 one, I don't believe. This was 06, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But this is from the Movie Maniacs line. As you guys know from my previous videos, that's a collection that I'm trying to complete. There's so many in the collection and so many different films in the collection. It's not all horror, so, you know, that's a little outside of my zone, but, you know, I really just do the horror stuff. But I will pick it up if it is part of that collection because I'm trying to complete that. But another awesome figure. I mean, he just looks super detailed. The Movie Maniacs collection is awesome. Farley. Same series, Movie Maniacs, Series 7. Sheriff Hoyt. You guys remember the Sheriff? What a sick puppy. If you guys remember the van scene in the that Texas Chainsaw movie with the young lady who takes her life in the van. Sick, twisted scene. I still remember that scene in my head, and Ralph Lee Emery plays awesome sheriff. Just a sick, twisted dude. Rest in peace, Ralph Lee Emery. Moving on to the last piece I got from Texas Chainsaw. This is from Texas Chainsaw Massacre at the beginning. This is called Classics Hall of Fame. Another amazing addition. So I can't remember the actor. I always freaking forget the actor who played him in this film. But he did a great job. He was a very like harrowing figure. You know, Leatherface is supposed to be big, but the guy who played this really really knocked it out of the park. So that's it from the Chainsaw line. So now we're going to move over to, now we got more talks in the news about another reboot to the Nightmare on Elm Street. That's in talks here, and we haven't got all the details on it yet, but it's coming. So we're going to go over some of the Nightmare on Elm Street stuff that I picked up, which is also one of my favorite franchises. Freddy Krueger holds a special place in my heart. I was watching those films as a kid when I wasn't supposed to, like a lot of us do, sneaking it in at friends' houses or whatever the case is, back in the days when you had the old cable boxes with where you had to change the channels on the box itself. You know, I know I'm dating myself there, but I love that franchise. Those movies are fantastic. I love all of them. Obviously the first one is my favorite. But so we got 2 different figures. These are also NECA. I don't think these have a series. This is just straight up NECA. This is from the Nightmare on Elm Street 4, the Dream Master. If you remember that scene where his chest busts open with all the arms. Super detailed. Nightmare on Elm Street 4, Dream Master. This is in perfect shape. The box has got yellowing on it because it's very old. It's hard to stop that, especially when they're not stored correctly, but the box is in mint condition, and it's just an awesome addition to the collection. Very happy to have that. And then the next one we got is from Nightmare on Elm Street 5. This is, if you remember the scene with the little Freddy babies. Comes with them. Super detailed. Freddy Krueger. Another awesome addition to the collection. This is another NECA figure. I believe those are the first 2 I have from that line. And then last but not least is probably one of the most prized possessions out of the whole haul until you guys see the next video. The other large item is really something special. But this is the 112 collectibles Nightmare on Elm Street Freddy Krueger. This is a posable figure. This is supposed to be, you're gonna want to put this on display. It's got all the different hands, the different figures, the different knives. It's got the base plate. So this is definitely going to go in the case when we get the case up and running. I'll show you guys what it looks like. Super, super cool. Check him out. He's got the different heads. He's got all the different hands. This is a top level piece. This is a very expensive piece. And I was blessed to find this. This is super hard to find. You can find them online, but they're not like floating around everywhere. This is a major addition to the collection, and I'm super excited to have that. So that's going to be it for this horror haul. I hope you guys enjoyed. I just want to give a huge thank you to all the supporters, all the fans that have been reaching out, checking out the live streams, checking out the shorts, checking out the long form content, subscribing. We're trying to get to that 500 sub mark on YouTube. We're getting there, but we still have a long way to go. And you guys have been, obviously assisting in that big time and helping me get to that spot. So I just want to say thank you so much. I really appreciate all you guys with all the support. This is, again, just a side endeavor of mine that I decided to do about 8 months ago. And I'm just trying to stick with it and trying to build a community, try to make the channel bigger, and try to do something that I love, a little passion project, as you would say. So you keep your eye out for more, more horror hauls, more film reviews, more live stream gaming. We're live right now. We're currently live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and then we do pop in sometimes and do live stuff on the weekends. If you guys are into the live stream gaming, please stop in, say hello, come in the chat. I like to conversate. Obviously I'm the type of guy that likes to chat, so don't be shy. I like to definitely interact with you guys. And we got some good stuff coming up on the horizon. I mean, we're still actively doing Arc Raiders like crazy. People are loving that. I mean, it's a game that we love and that, I just can't get enough of. But we got some good stuff coming up in the pipeline. We got the new Hellraiser horror game, which we're going to be streaming like crazy when that comes out. I believe that comes out in the beginning of October. Grand Theft Auto, I'm not sure what we're going to do yet because that's only available on console. I have to figure out what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do the stream on that if I want to get involved in hooking the console up and all that good stuff. But a lot of stuff on horizon. The Wolverine game's coming out. The big, huge update in October for Arc Raiders, which is going to give us a whole nother world of content. And then obviously we're going to be going crazy on Modern Warfare 4 when that comes out. I believe that's coming out in November. So that's going to be like one of the main games for quite a while. Obviously, everyone's super excited for that. They're going back to the old form. No more sliding around. No more bouncing off the walls. True warfare. So we got a lot of stuff in the pipelines. So definitely stick around and you know, keep your eyes out for all the new stuff that's coming up. And again, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for supporting. And if you can, like, subscribe, share. All that stuff helps the channel grow, helps me hit the algorithm. It's so small for, so hard for a small channel to grow with a market that's so saturated. And without you guys, you know, subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting, trying to be, you know, pop in the live stream, say hello. Even if you're not a huge gamer or whatever, just pop in, say hello, let me know you're there. It helps the algorithm, and it helps me, you know, get kind of pushed into YouTube's algorithm there. So if you can do that for me, that would be amazing. And once again, thank you so much for the support, and we'll see you guys on the next one.